Hey guys, it's ZipSweep. Today, I'm sharing my Unhinged Splatoon 3 hot takes, reacting to topics and questions you guys submitted on Blue Sky and YouTube. Nothing beyond this intro is scripted, so you should know it's going to be wild. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more videos and streams. Now, let's zip into the chaos. Would I bring back any Splatoon 2 special that's not in Splatoon 3? Yeah. Easily, without a doubt, Bubble Blower. Also, it's just better than Screen, honestly. Let's be real here. What's my most hated special to go against since Splatoon 3? Missiles. Easily to the missiles. I fucking hate missiles still to this day. Delete one weapon from the game. I'll do two. Hydra or Nova. I don't care. Hydra's way too unhealthy of a design, plus Ballpoint does everything what it wants it to do, and Nova is literally just a wasted slots where it's just hyped up to be, oh, Splatter Shot Nova's back with the reskin. But no, sadly, it's just crappier Dual Squelcher from Splatoon 1. Favorite multiplayer song? Honestly, I don't really like any of the multiplayer songs, but I guess if we're not include like from Splatoon 3, then I guess Incoming, I guess. I don't know. I never really liked any of them. Most underrated weapon? Luga, 1000%. And there is a good reason why. And the reason why I think Luga is so underrated is that it would honestly be a meta threat if it had better accuracy on its turret mode, or like some way of like having its accuracy improved so it can hit its shots way more easily in turret mode. If we were to have that, then I would genuinely think Big Luga specifically would be a meta threat, without a doubt. Favorite gear brand? Kenza, Rockenberg, and Scallop. What's my opinion on 4 idols, 2 teams, and each team is randomly assigned to 2 members for the next game's Splatfest? I don't give a shit, honestly, about Splatfest in general. I mean, it'd be cool, I guess, but I just ultimately don't care. Opinion on Callie and Marie shipping? No. That's called incest. That's bad. And if you quote unquote ship Callie and Marie, you should be in prison right now instead of watching my YouTube video. True and honest opinions on the Big Swig. It's good. I genuinely think the weapon has really high potential. I just think that it's given the wrong kits. I think that Big Swig is an excellent support weapon and it can kill someone consistently with its vertical flick. I will say though, again, it's just the kits. That's really it. The kits are the problem in my opinion. What do I think about the light Tetra dualies? I think they're awesome. Like, I don't like Sprinkler on it whatsoever. I think Sprinkler was like the worst possible stuff they could have given it. I think even like Toxic Mist would have been slightly better, but even then I like Light Tetra still, just because of Zipcaster, and I think Zipcaster is super fun on it. What are my thoughts on the kit system? Definitely the best out of the 3 games. I don't agree with every kit in Splatoon 3. Like, take Jet Squelcher's kits, like take both of them. That's a good example. I think that for the most part though, most of them are good kits, like genuinely. So I'm not complaining about those. What's my opinion on Inkstorm? And if you had to replace the special of one kit with Inkstorm, what kit would you choose? I really like Inkstorm as a special. I think it's really fucking sick. I don't think it needs to be complicated. I think it's fine as it is. I would not complain though if any sword got Inkstorm, if I'm being honest. You just kind of let it rip and it just does its own thing. And it's good for paint, AoE, chip damage. It does a little bit of everything, which I can appreciate. And to answer that second part of that question, I have no idea. I'm looking at the kits right now. Is it weird of me to actually no, you know what, no, I would definitely replace Big Swig actually and give it cooler instead, but I would make it like 220 230p on Big Swig Express because it would shit out coolers otherwise, and I've seen it myself. What if Splatoon 4 had custom weapon kits like a Lotto system, and all they did every major update would be adding new weapons, subs, and specials for the players to experiment with? Honestly, I think that is the way that they should handle kits. Include that, but like also include like custom skins that they can do for the weapons, and then when through kits roll around, they can just kind of like let you customize the look of your weapons by adding like stickers on them for the third kit variants, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's why I would do it at least. What's my opinion on triple ink strike cheese / zones cheese with strike? I don't think any form of cheesing objectives in ranked modes should be a thing. Like super jumpy to clams should not be a thing. Like if you were to carry the ball and you super jump to teammate to the opponent's basket, I think you should drop climb blitz ball before you're able to like pick it up again, so you can't just like instantly score when you super jump. Or like in the case of zones, I don't think any special should be able to instantly like turn their zone into your zone instantly. I don't think it's fair. Now holding contestant for the zone itself so it stops counting down, sure, that makes sense. But like for example like Booyah Bomb, I feel like Booyah Bomb's perfectly fine as it is for the most part, because you're still able to paint over a Booyah Bomb, but it still pauses if you just leave it alone, or if you just leave it alone entirely, then it just, you know, caps zone, which is fine. It's still possible to paint over Booyah Bomb, or like same thing with like Inkstorm or like Chomps. Maybe Splashdown could be a bit different if it didn't have like an AoE effect from special power-up, where the special power-up increases the explosion size. And same thing with Reef Slider Cheese, by the way. I think it's fucking dumb where people using like weapons that have Reef Slider, like Dread, S-Blast, both Dapples and Tetras. I hate how much we have to like put on special power-up just to cap zone and cheese it with big AoE go burr. I think it's just not healthy for the game, but that's my opinion on it. What are my guilty pleasure maps/modes for me to play on Splatoon 3? Easily Flounder. I don't care. All modes. Next, Splatoon 1 weapon class is getting removed. Your choice, which one you're picking. Definitely brushes. Nothing against brushes in general. I like the brush class a lot, but the reason why I'm choosing brushes specifically is because they're based off rollers, and yes, brushes are really fun, and I mean by that I just only like the Octobrush if I'm being honest. But yeah, no, I don't really care about brushes too much outside of like Octobrush sometimes, but that would be the one I'd choose because one, we already have rollers, and if they really wanted to, they can make like a roller at like high rolling speed if we did live in a world where brushes were cut from the game. And I don't know, that's just my opinion. I don't really give a shit about brushes in general. Opinions on Turf War? Snooze fest. Next, least favorite weapons from your top 3 favorite classes. So in context, my favorite class for my top 3 favorite classes in Splatoon 3 is in order. Swords number 1, number 2 is Brellas, number 3 is Dualies. And my least favorite weapon from each one is specifically Viper Deco, Undercover, either Undercover honestly, I don't really like Undercover period, and Dapples. I don't really care about Dapple Dualies or Undercover at all as much. And I know Dapple Dualies has been on the rise lately, and I think it's cool, but I just still don't care for it regardless. Would there be something you would want to bring from Splatoon 1 or 2 back in the new games? If so, how would you do it? Would it be a rework or something just straight porting it? Nah, not really. Weapons you think people play, run, or aren't seeing the value of? So, because it's kind of weird, right? For Stamper, I see a lot of people still trying to learn Stamper, and I think it's really cool people are trying to learn Stamper still, but one thing I notice a lot in general is like people will click a lot when doing charge slashes. Almost every second they get the chance whenever they charge slash. Like they'll charge slash, flick this, they'll charge slash, flick this. It is not a charger, and I wish people could understand that. Like even like back when Splatoon 3 launched, I noticed like I was looking back through some videos and I noticed like players like Pro Chara when he was still learning Stamper as an example, right? Like I noticed a lot like early on where you just like flick and flick and flick and flick, and a lot of those times weren't necessary. I mean, yeah, sure, you got those kills still, but like I feel like if this person watches said person play Stamper, chances are they're probably gonna try to replicate on like how they're gonna play, because you know, like Chara's the top player, right? And people are gonna study and watch him how he's gonna play as an example. Or like Keo is another example, trying to learn how to play Slosher, you know, just stuff like that as examples. But like sometimes like dash flicking, get around a corner like this, as you've seen right now on your screen, that's fine, but it's like even then it's very niche. You're not a charger with the Splatana Stamper. You are a sword, not a charger. You do not have a laser when charging. It is that simple. Least favorite class to play as and to go up against. I don't know, man. Is it weird for me to say I like all the classes in their own way? I don't know. I kind of like all the classes for their own unique thing. I don't know. I think each class is like unique, and I feel like a good amount of weapons play differently enough. So I don't really have an answer for this one. I think they're all fine. What's my serious opinion on Bamboozler mains? They're chill. Not much to be said there. I think they're chill. It just depends. If they're a decent human being, then I don't really give a shit if they like Bamboo or not. I think Bamboo's sick though. Least favorite map? Eeltail. Fuck Eeltail. Inklings or Octolings? Octolings all the way, baby. Would you rather have to read an AI generated Big Man X Sheldon Yaoi fanfic every day for the rest of your life, or let 2 random people on Earth die? I would never wish upon my worst enemies to read AI generated Big Man X Sheldon Yaoi fanfic every day for the rest of their lives. I would hope I was one of those 2 random people. If I had to read that every day for the rest of my life, definitely the second option then. I'm sure I would cut the bullshit to, you know, yeah, you know what, this is not getting any better. Let's just move on to the next one. What's the worst idol in my opinion? This is the 2-way type for me. Definitely Shiver and Fry, just because I don't really give a shit about any of them, and it feels like they're just very, very bland characters. I mean, they look cool. I like their designs, but like their story is like, oh, we're a bunch of thieves, and then like the end of the Splatoon 3 story campaign is just like, oh, Boss Marie, wah, 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 and then I don't know. I just don't really care for any of them, honestly. I like Big Man a little bit more though, because he's Big Man. Like, who wouldn't? Opinions on Nintendo. As a game company, I love their games. I think anyone with a brain cell who's tried Nintendo games would enjoy them. But as a standard company for like legal action and whatnot, no, they fucking suck. I just don't like Nintendo for that reason, because like you can have like, let's say the Edicons, right? These things were made to raise charity for suicide awareness, to suicide prevention awareness, and basically Nintendo didn't like that, and so they filed a cease and desist on them, which is really fucking stupid and really shitty of Nintendo to do. That's a good example. Nintendo will take down literally any type of project. Dude, there could be like a kid at an orphanage named Mario, and Nintendo would probably send a cease and desist to destroy the orphanage. That's how shitty and petty they are. Is there a weapon or class that you know it's good and yet you just suck at it? There's a few. Yeah, I think there's a few. Knight Rider is one of them. Heal Leader, I'm not good at all. Well Strain, I feel like I'm not good at. Dabble Dualies, Hydra, Explo. That's about it, really. Which weapon makes you want to cave in the skull of its user? Hydra, no doubt. Hydra, 100%. I don't give a shit if that weapon's not good at all. I hate Hydra with a passion. And there you go. Those are all my answers to my unhinged opinions. Comment down below what the wildest question I had to answer from this little session. I think personally either the Yali one or the Callie and Marie one's also pretty fucking wild. Thank you for watching the video. If you watched it all the way to the end, like and subscribe for more heinous shit like this. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. And stay foolish.